Hey guys, Omar here, broker and CEO of Alden Mortgage and Ome Realty. So this is going to be a branch off of remote jobs. Now, the biggest part of that remote job video that I did is I promised that I would do one of the Google certificate programs. Now, I'm a man of my word, and here it is. I will go ahead and deliver. Now, I posted something on my Instagram. I was just like, so which one of these should I actually do? Which one of these programs should I go for? Now, overwhelmingly, it was for some reason, it was the data analytics one. Well, the job market on that was the biggest. The turn time on it apparently is the lowest. And what did I do? I am going to go ahead and do exactly the opposite, because in this video, I think what's most important to go ahead and do is the Google certificate program that is the hardest one to do, because if I could do the hardest one, then the rest of them should be pretty much easy, right? Then the second one is this is also going to be the highest paying one. Third reason why I'm going to go ahead and do this one is because this is something that I could branch off into my own career field, into my own job. Now, I own a real estate and mortgaging company, bam, 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 right there. So I am going to go ahead and do something that is going to go ahead and give me a little segue into getting things more into the real estate side if, for whatever reason, I don't get a job with the program that I do. Because the whole basis of this video, the whole basis of this, this episode 1 of actually doing this Google certificate thing is to go ahead and see, is it as much as they say? Is not as much as they say? Is it as difficult as they say? Is it as difficult to go ahead and actually get a job right after you go ahead and get it all dialed in? So the one that I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and do the Android developer. That's a program that I'm going to go ahead and decide to do. I'm not going to do the data analytics one because the Android developer one has the lowest amount of jobs available. It is the highest paid one. And it is, I guess it would be the longest one. So a few things that I want to look at to see exactly what this Google certificate program was the ease of it. The ease of it. So is easy. So what I got from the very, very little bit of research that I've done as far as the Google certificate, now we will go through this all together. We were going to go ahead and get it all dialed in, every part of it all together. God help me, I haven't been in school in a long time. The gist of it I got is that this Google certificate program is actually run off of this other program called Coursera. Coursera, I'll put exactly what it is right here. You'll see it. So it's actually run through Coursera. Number 2 is there a financial aid to help you to get this Google certificate program? And from the research that I've done and the things that I've looked at, apparently there is none. But it is a very, very low-cost certificate program, I believe, so far. Now, of course, I will give more details as we go into more episodes into this little thing that I've decided to do and whatever. But it is, I think it's $39 a month, and it takes roughly about 6 to 8 months to go ahead and complete. Now, are we going to take 6 to 8 months? Hell no, I'm not going to go ahead and do this in 6 to 8 months. I want to do this in the shortest period of time possible. So I'm going to try to knock this out as quickly as I can so I could go ahead and get that certificate. And from what I understand, as far as this Google certificate program is, after you go ahead and do your Google certificate program, then they have programs that are situated inside of this Coursera and the Google certificate program where it goes ahead and helps you get your resume together. After you get your resume together, then it'll go ahead and get you with a bunch of companies that are already affiliated with Google certificate program to go ahead and help you land the job. Now, is it easy? I don't know. We're going to go ahead and figure this out together. Now, the base platform is to know, I have to give you a little breakdown of exactly myself. Okay, I have a bachelor's degree in aerospace science. So aeronautical science, which is not aerospace engineering. So don't get like, he's some smart guy. No, I'm not an aerospace engineer. I am a aeronautical science major. This is just the basic fundamentals of exactly, how airports work. And I was in the Air Force. It kind of was a branch off for me because I was in the I used to work on planes when I was in the Air Force. So this was kind of like a good segue to get my bachelor's degree. And I honestly just wanted a bachelor's degree. Am I doing anything with it? Absolutely nothing with it. I just get it because now I have kids and I have to go ahead and let them know that, hey, this is school is a good thing. And by all means, school is a really, really great thing. I know a lot of people say these things about, school is a waste of time. No, it's not a waste of time. And I will give you my point right here, okay? I always recommend, if you are not going to school, I think this Google certificate program might actually be a good thing, but school is not a place where you go and do pointless subjects, right? It is the point of doing these, it actually is a pointless subjects, but the point of it is to go ahead and get your mind to function in a way that is not the same as your norm. Now, what do I mean by that? Like, let's say, for instance, you have an elective class where you have to do, I don't know, like a sociology class or something like that, or like an art class or something, and you're like, why the hell would I need to do an art class and I'm a business major, right? This is one of your elective courses. Well, it's to go ahead and train your mind to think outside of exactly the business side. So it broadens your entire brainstorming parameter in a way that you haven't been able to before. Is that in every case? No, but you will learn things. Knowledge is power, right? Knowledge is power in every single platform that you go to, and every single career field that you go to understand, human psychology, is to understand exactly how people react to different things. And the only way you could do that is if you have problems in front of you that make you think out of your comfort zone. So that's why you get all these pointless classes that in your mind are pointless, but they're actually beneficial to you. So I actually, of course, I'm a broker. I own these two companies right here. They actually require you to take testing, as some of you might know. If you do go for a broker's license, you either, in the state of California, to be a broker in the state of California, you either A, need to go and test to become a real estate agent. Then after you test to become a real estate agent, then you have to go ahead and be active in that real estate market for 2 years. Then after you go ahead and do that for 2 years, then you get to apply to go ahead and be a broker. And then when you go ahead and apply to be a broker, they ask you questions of like, hey, how many homes did you sell? How many did you rent? How many mortgages did you do? Whatever type of business that you're in. Then you get to apply for your your broker license. Then after you do that, then separately, I had to test to get, my my NMLS license, my Safe Act test. So then I had to do that. So I am not the type of guy that is not accustomed to testing. Now, I am pushing 40 years old now. Am I the guy that actually, am I not good at testing? No, I'm really, really good at testing. And the only reason why I say all of this is because for me to give you an idea of exactly how difficult it is, you need to know, how difficult is the process for the person that is preaching exactly the process that we're trying to learn, which is the Google certificate program. And that's why I actually give you this whole entire platform, like not platform, but like this baseline of where I stand. But I haven't been in college for over a decade. I haven't done anything in probably like 15 years. It's been a really, really, really long time. Do I have a lot of, critical thinking that I have to do on a daily basis? Yes, I am a mortgage broker. I always have to fix things. I always have to do things when it's outside of the box. I always are faced with problems that I have to do to go ahead and analyze and interpret in a way to go ahead and make sure loan applications get approved and get submitted. So these are things that in my day-to-day life I do anyway. So this is just morally for you to go ahead and say, hey, this is a baseline. This is what this guy's doing. And this is like, if I say this is easy, and then you're like, God dang, this is really, really hard. This really sucks. At least you know that I am not that bad at test taking. I did very well in school. I did very well in high school. Well, not really in high school. I was kind of a piece of shit in high school. I didn't do too good in high school. But in college, I did really, really well. I did junior college for 2 years, and then I went to university. Cal Poly Pomona. So yeah, I actually have got a degree. But so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and do this Google certificate program. Now we are in April 2022. This is a Friday. I believe this is going to be the 15th. I am going to start this course on Monday, because I have a bunch of other things that I need to do. And so I'm going to go ahead and start this, see how long it's going to take, see how it progresses. Now, I don't know if I'm actually going to do like if it goes subject by subject, if it goes, if I do a weekly update or I do a daily update. I'm not sure right now because I'm kind of just winging this. I'm kind of just tossing it out there just to see how this thing is working. And this is mostly, this YouTube channel that I have right now, it's basically, it's for informational purposes, which all of it is, right? Most of it is just for you to go ahead and know exactly how things are done and how what's the process and give a real life experience of exactly what we're trying to do. So in this scenario, we're going to go ahead and do a Google certificate program. We're going to do the Android developer one. I don't know exactly anything about developing. I don't know anything about coding. I don't know anything about any one of these programs that have to do with it. So as far as the baseline for that, we are all in the same boat because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with any one of those. But we're going to go ahead and try to make this as fun as possible, try to give you a little bit of insight of how this is supposed to work, from the application process to how much it would cost, to anything unexpected, and this way you could kind of get a baseline, and if you're interested in this will kind of be a segue to all the other ones. Now, I do know that there's other programs out there that are way shorter than this 8 to 10 month period, or 6 to 10 months, whatever it's how long it's going to take. But for this one, we're going to go ahead and do the most difficult one with the least amount of jobs, and that's only because I can't do something, as far as there's a project manager one, there's a data analytics one, there's all this. I know most of these. Now, I know when I do end up doing my resume, I am going to have to dumb it down because I can't. Everybody messes with their resume whenever you're applying for a job. Everybody like either embellishes it, or you're doing this, or you're saying this. I have to dumb mine down because I cannot. Well, let's just face it, nobody's going to hire a CEO of a company. They're not going to look at it. They're going to be like, what the hell? Why are we going to hire this guy? Because whenever you are in an application process, and this is something that's good for you, when you are submitting your application, when you are submitting your resume to any type of employer, do not say you are a CEO of a company, but you are applying at an entry-level job. That's not going to work. That's not going to help you in any way. Because whenever you are looking at resumes, whenever you are, now I used to be a regional manager for a company. I used to be an executive at other big companies. I'm not going to mention it, but whenever we do look at resumes, the resumes that you go ahead and look at is going to, there's a lot of effect. The number one part of it is going to be retainability. If I am looking at your resume and I'm just going to look and say, okay, this guy is just using this to kill time and this is going to be a stepping stone, or you're just way overqualified, we can't even do it because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep you, then that's going to get washed out. I know it's not fair. I know it's not, and I guess some of you might say it's not fair, but this is like a logical thinking type of thing. Like, am I going to be able to keep this guy? All the training, because there's initial training that you have to go through. This all costs a lot of money, and companies do this exact thing. So the only reason why I'm telling you all this is I'm going to have to kind of adjust my resume. God, I hope the person that I apply to does not see this video. But if they do, whatever. So Google certificates. We're going to go ahead and do this Android one. Join me for the ride. And if you want to go ahead and see the updates and you want to see how hard it's going to be, my opinion on how hard it's going to be, like, subscribe, comment, do all of that. Hit that bell notification so you know when I upload another video. I am going to be uploading other videos as far as real estate is concerned. So, it always helps. You get to learn a little bit about real estate. You get to learn a little bit about this. I do taco videos too. You get to learn where the good tacos are. I do a lot. At least I think I do. There's people who do way more. But as far as one person doing all of this. Oh, and to give you another baseline, I am still going to be running my companies. I still have employees that I deal with. I have a family of 4. Well, I am a family of 4. My wife, my 2 kids. I have a son and a daughter. So if I could do all of this, and I could do every single one with all these other distractions with me, then what's to say that you can't? Here we go. Let's go ahead and try it. And for up to 50% commission rebate on your next real estate purchase, any mortgaging assistance, or 0% listing fee on selling your current home, link in the description below. And if you do want to be part of this little Google certificate program, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description below as well as far as the Google certificate program. I think because I'm doing this, I could get you a discount, or if I can, I don't know. I'll put a link in the description below and you could kind of just play it by ear. But yeah, let's see how this goes and works. And for all of you, I do have an intro song on it. If you like the intro song and you want to listen to the rest of it, listen to the rest of it right now. I had a couple of people who asked me about that. Where do you get your intro music from? Or where, that's a good jam. Let me go ahead and listen to it. Well, that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So if you don't like the video, you could just listen to music. If you don't like either one of them, dislike, tell me I'm stupid, and we'll go ahead and go from there. Till then, until next video, guys, appreciate you watching. Thank you so very much. Please like, subscribe. We're a small YouTube channel. Appreciate anything. Yeah. Patreon down there too. If you want to go ahead and donate to the channel and help me with some of the costs on this, that would be awesome too. That'd be great. But yeah, till next video. Thank you for watching.